have this exponential function and we need to go ahead and use transformations to graph it. Then we need to determine domain, range, horizontal asymptote, and y-intercept. So I am going to start to graph it. I'm going to move this just a little so we can view it. We're going to start with this, and we are starting at 1. And I'm moving this as well so we can see better. All right, so my function says f of x e to the negative x. So I want you to think about the x being negative, like if it's your slope. So now it's going down. And this is a reflection on the y-axis. So right here, and what I have right here, I am clicking, it has a reflection about the y-axis. And that is it, what we need to do for, oops, I didn't meant to click so fast. That is what the only thing happening, the only thing that changed from e to the x to e to the negative x. But let's check our work to see if that's correct. All right, so we did that correctly. And then the next part, it's what will be the domain. And just like what we have seen before, we are going from negative infinity to positive infinity. Checking that out. Good work. And then we're looking for the range, all right? And from the range, I would like for you to think about the horizontal asymptote, what we discussed, which is what you have added or subtracted right here. And if you notice there's nothing, this tells me there is a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. So my range goes from 0, correct, incorrect, incorrect. My range goes from, what was I going to say? Yes, from 0 to positive infinity. Okay. Let me go ahead before we move on. So I have my graph, right? And I want you to think about this, right? So when I'm looking from the bottom to the top, right? Because that's how I see my range, from the bottom to the top. Right now at -6 for the y, I don't see anything, I don't see anything, I don't see anything until we start right here on the axis. Okay, so from 0 to positive infinity is my range, okay? And we already discussed this where we have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. Okay, and again, make sure with our horizontal asymptotes, with our asymptotes in general, we use the variable that they're attached with to make sure we get the correct answer. Because if we don't do that, then I'll mark it wrong. Okay, the next part is what is the y-intercept of the function? Okay, so when I substitute 0 for the x, so I have e raised to -1, think about it, -1 times 0. Well, what is -1 times 0? That is 0. So e to the 0 gives you a 1. So your y, it's not showing. Okay, there, your y-intercept is a 1. And it just wants you to type an integer or a fraction. Yay. Okay,